tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was open for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
McKenzie now from his end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
At their own 29-yard line.
Tua and the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Well, the very first thing they told us, Charles, was we need to apply pressure early. And I would call that early pressure a nice sack to start the game.
And on the other sideline, I just have this image in my mind of the head coach on the headset with the offensive coordinator asking him if that's exactly what he saw in his mind when he called that play. And if so, is it going to be like this all day? That's a tough one right there.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Tua dancing to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. And that's caught inside the 35. It's a big play there for Miami. 63 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Now you put just a little bit too much heat on that one. When you throw it to the outside, you do have to be careful because you got to keep it away from the defender, but you also have to give your own guy a chance too.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Now Tua going to change the play. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
No sign of Tua departing. 4th down. They're going for it. Tagovailoa going for it on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And the Patriots defense is going to take over on down. The Pats at the line ready to go. They are currently mired in a losing streak. Now they get the short week for the Thursday night game. Do you see that as a potential positive, or is this just more in what has been really a string of bad luck for them?
Well, to me, it comes down to leadership, and leadership's got to spin it into a positive and make it an advantage for them. Yes, we're in a losing streak. Yes, no one thinks we can win, but we have the resources we need right here in this room. Let's go ahead and play better. Let's hang together and shock the world a little bit. Put it all together, they got a chance of coming out with the W. No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. On 3rd down, Henry. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for. One of the best in the league. come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. To return is McKenzie. It's a 40-yard punt, but they lose yardage on the return. And it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on Thursday night. Do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that.
Here's 2nd and 7. And now the first run for Devon Achane. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On play action, here's Tua. Forced out to his left. Thrown across the field, and that will easily be intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Johnson. And the Pats are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. I know it appeared he was saying, hey, get me the football, I'm open, but I don't know if that's a pass that he should have thrown there.
Well, I don't think we've ever met a wide receiver that doesn't think he is open or is about to be open.
True.
So when you throw your hand up in the air and tell your quarterback, hey, I'm available, he's trusting that you are. In this case, he was not, and it turned into disaster for them.
And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. Devontae Parker unable to hang on, and it's 3rd down. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. You talk about this Miami defense. They were terrific last week against Buffalo in that victory.
No matter what coverage was called, they were in the hip pockets of the receivers all game long. I mean, they were running the routes with them. Turned out, they were right there on every single ball thrown and came away with 5 interceptions.
Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Patriots in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Jalen Phillips in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
Oh, he's trying for Smith-Schuster, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And the Dolphins will take over here just shy of the 30.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
All right. 1st down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And they, on paper, Charles, no doubt they have the edge in this one. They are sitting with the AFC elite, and on the other side, they're down toward the bottom of the AFC. But you know what they say, especially at this point in the season, watch out for a trap game.
And in doing so, I would take my game plan and condense it. I would rely on my fundamentals, the fact that my players are probably just better, and not try and do too much, do just enough to win the game. And on the other side of the field, I'm doing everything. Every trick play I can think of, every different formation, you name it, I'm throwing it out in order to try and get the upset win.
And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Play action. Now it's Tua. Got a man. It's Higbee, complete. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done.
That's another Dolphins first down.
They fake the handoff. Now Tua. He's got some room to operate. Touchdown! Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Dolphins have taken the lead.
Man, he just ran a terrific route. Extremely hard to defend when it's run that precisely and the ball's delivered that accurately.
Jason Sanders now for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-3.
Next to score, Dolphins 7, Patriots 3. Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Oh, the return is Jones from the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3-point CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Inside handoff, Henry. He'll rumble for about 6 up across the 20 to the 22. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
He'll drop to throw. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The Patriots send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. McKenzie now to return it. They'll call this a 41-yard punt, 7 on the return. And the Dolphins will begin this drive in great field position, 1st and 10. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. Powers through. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football for triple option, you've actually called that play.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. Off of play action, Tagovailoa. That is caught by Waddle. Touchdown, Miami. Jalen Waddle, 28 yards. And they are able to add on to their advantage. A nice connection there, finding his target, and that'll put 6 up on the board.
Just like they drew it up in their playbook and reiterated it on the sidelines, right? Perfect route, a good throw, and the defense, they had no answer for that right there.
And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on, and they'll accept that penalty.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down.
Well, this is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
He was looking for the running back, Derrick Henry, and that'll bring up 2nd down. And now they'll shift things around. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
The offense on 3rd down tonight, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. It's complete. This is Derrick Henry. And a good job on the tackle there as they get him down shy of the 1st on the 35-yard strike. That'll give him 8 that time. And that's going to make it 4th down. Here's Bryce Baringer on now to punt. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. Here's Bryce Baringer now. He's been a busy man here in this 1st half as he gets it away. And he'll get credit for putting him inside the 20 as the fair catch is made right at about the 19-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the 1st half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
Tua to try again on 2nd down. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming on 3rd down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Right back to him on 1st down. No dice this go around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
At the 31-yard line.
20, TX.
Looking to pass. Tua. Open man downfield is Waddle. He's got it. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
On 1st down, Tagovailoa being chased out left. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down. These two teams met up earlier in the year, back in Week 4, and it was the Dolphins with a road victory, so they'll look for the sweep now here in Miami. Meanwhile, Tua's throws taken in by Waddle. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and this will wind up being a 3rd and 3. They'll send a receiver in motion left. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half.
Ready.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Step. Turbo one high. Turbo one high.
Going to the air, Tagovailoa. Now he's loose down the left sideline. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. A really nice gain of 25 yards. And that last throw right there putting him already over 3,000 passing yards now for the campaign.
And given where we are in the season, Brandon, you have to think to yourself, if he stays healthy, I think 4,000's a given. I think 5,000 is not out of the question if he stays hot.
Here's Tua. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Rondale Moore with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Dolphins will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Sanders now to add the extra point. And it's 21-3.
Makes the score Dolphins 21, Patriots 3. Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone.
Marcus Jones on the return. The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Let's go now.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. 2nd and 10.
Makes it 2nd and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Now back to throw. That's to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hoping they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a 1st down.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
19 tight. 19 tight.
Back to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. The Patriots send out their punter as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half.
Ready.
1st down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And maybe a chance for a quick completion and then a long field goal try. We'll see.
Watch it, Oscar.
Tua now on 1st down. This will be caught. It's Waddle. And he will go out of bounds down at the 15-yard line. A big play there for the Dolphins. 41 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Tua, a final shot before half. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. McKenzie now from his end zone. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. Isaiah McKenzie. And he'll bring it back all the way. Touchdown, Miami.
And talk about taking words and bringing them to life. At halftime, I will guarantee you in their locker room, they talked about pressing the kicking game because you can get an advantage if you do it right, and they just did.
Sanders on for the extra point. And they open the lead up now to 25 points.
Makes the score Dolphins 28, Patriots 3. Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. Oh, the return is Jones from the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
At their own 17-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. A CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. And the passing windows are just not there. And that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. They'll set up to throw. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Kevin Farley. And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. After the turnover, it's Tua. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for 2nd and long. What do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it 3rd and manageable? Or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
Let's go.
Tua once again here on 2nd and 10. Flush to his right, and they will only muster a yard here to the 38. They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down. Tua's going to change things up.
Let's go.
Now they'll change things up.
Solo left Zion. Hey. Connor, long.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9.
Hey. All right, let's go.
They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. That is caught. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And they're going to speed things up here.
19 yards. And the Dolphins, 1st down.
Solo left Zion.
1st and 10 at the 18-yard
20,
line.
TX. Out.
Setting to throw on 1st down is Tua. That is caught by Waddle. Touchdown, Miami. Jalen Waddle with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Dolphins extend their lead yet again. The partner, he has carried them in this ballgame throwing the football. All 4 touchdowns through the air, and that's really helped them get this nice lead.
And I know it's a team game, but right now, he is truly the focal point. Every touchdown his team has so far has been the result of his arm. How about him throwing it downfield, creating big plays? I don't know how you slow him down unless you can make him uncomfortable in the pocket.
And this is secured by the Patriots. The risk-reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things. Now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Kelvin Joseph. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Ready. Hey. Get on.
Tua now on 1st down. Finding Waddle crossing the field and bringing it in. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. That puts him in excellent position, 1st and goal after a gain of 19.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
21G. Whoa.
On play action, here's Tua. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. From 3 yards out. was just about to say he hadn't missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good.
Jason Sanders to kick off.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Taken from just outside the 30. So possession goes over here on the punt, and they will take over 1st and 10. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Tackle there by Michael Pierce.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
2nd and 7. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And they get him behind the line, so that short gain on 1st down quickly negated.
Brought down back at the 43-yard line.
On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. There he goes, left side. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. A great effort there with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins have got it on cruise control. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good, and the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback. New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 76 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 47. They keep it with Henry on 1st down. And a missed tackle there as he pushes forward for a gain of 4.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Well done. Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
A first down carry for Henry. Shrugs the tackle.
Nice.
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. From the 31, here's 2nd and 5. The pitch to Henry. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, a touchdown here on this drive, it wouldn't really put much of a dent in the score, the deficit right now. But as you've mentioned in the past, CD, their coach is probably just hoping to see something executed correctly on this drive before we close out the ball game.
Yeah, and I think that every guy who's on the field has to feel exactly the same way, because if not, they might be looking for replacements. Treat every drive as if it's your last and make it a successful one in some small way.
The 2nd down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down.
The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And they'll have the football, but deep in their own territory as he's brought down at the 5.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 5-yard line.
Ready.
1st down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead.
Now they air it out to start the drive, and it's complete. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. And he'll go right back to Moore. Complete again. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Now Tua signaling to change things up.
He's going to look deep for Moore. And he's got it inside the 10. Touchdown, Dolphins. Rondale Moore with his 3rd touchdown of the ball game, number 12 on the season.
And the Dolphins add on to their 4th quarter lead, and they are on their way to improving to 8-2. Tua and the Dolphins offense staying put. They'll go for 2.
Turbo 1 high. Scat. 21G, 21G. Out.
Tua going to try and throw for it.
And they are just not going to let up as he is into the end zone here for 2 more.
I think this is just going to be a function of the times we live in now. Very similar to the bat flip in baseball. Everyone's got to start to get comfortable with this. But to me, this is just rubbing it in. You got a big lead. Go ahead and take the extra point. One thing to keep in mind, though, karma's still out there. And sometimes it has a way of catching up with you.
No run back here for Jones. A touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go.
We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter.
That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 32-yard
And the busy night for Henry continues.
And he's going to have a Patriots first down as the tackle made just shy of the 40.
Well, you know they had a third down play on standby just in case, but he says no need with that carry. Runs like that will continually earn him more work in this and future contests.
Henry on first down, not finding much running room as he pushes forward for a yard or 2 at most.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Second down and 8.
And now here's another interception.
Picked up by Javon Holland.
And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
Another great play defensively. They've been sharp on both sides of the ball, Charles, but that interception means that this defense will very well keep them down to single digits on the scoreboard in this game.
And that's certainly something to smile about, isn't it, partner, if you're on defense? Because your goal every game is to pitch a shutout, but you and I both know that's pretty unrealistic. But to hold a team below double figures in a game, in an NFL game, that's certainly something to take pride in.
There he goes right side. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about.
Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off.
Hey, let's go.
Play action. Now it's Tua. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And some space here. And they move this all the way down to the 9. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10.
First and goal at the 9-yard line.
From the gun, it's Tua. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They've got a 2nd and goal now as they look to add a few more points here onto their total. That one looks like he'll throw here. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers.
And the Patriots are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line.
First down 10 at their own 6-yard line.
Let's go now.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive.
It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Here comes the blitz as they look to throw.
Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave them trying to convert on 3rd and 9. They'll drop to throw. And that's incomplete.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
A 40-yard punt, 5 yards on the return. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
He's got the connection to Moore.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35.
12 yards.
21G.
That's good for a Miami Dolphin.
Tua now on 1st down. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Go ahead.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
Ready.
Tua going to throw. Flushed out right. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
3rd and 19.
Solo left Zion. 20 TX.
Now Tua.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. The defense shaking their heads. Not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
Charles, they're still airing it out at this point despite that huge lead. And some people may be saying, well, why are they throwing the football? These guys, I guess, are just padding their stats at this point.
Yeah, there are a lot of big grins, I think, from people in their families, from themselves. You're exactly right. Pad the stats when you get an opportunity. It'll certainly help you come contract time.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Steps away to his left. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now we'll get whistles, and they've signaled for a timeout. Not sure I see the logic in this, but we'll get a stoppage anyway with 5 seconds remaining.
All right.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
Hey. Whoa. Turbo 3, kick. Scat. Out.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome. Put a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.
Partner, this game was over a long time ago. And you noticed they